Yo, what's up, One Pride Riders? Your boy 313 Hitman coming in with a quick Lions and Pistons video. I know I promised that I will make a Piston preview on the weekend, but I said the hell with it. My boy LB and Everything King already took care of that. So, but let me just get off into this Lions and Chiefs game. I'm just gonna replay my thoughts on the whole Lombardi action. I'm gonna be straight up honest with y'all right now. I don't think Jim Bob Cooter is gonna be that much better. Because look who is at the helm. Look who is still at the coaching position. It is still that bastard Caldwell. And I got this crazy, scary suspicion that they're gonna run the same crap. But to be honest with you, Lombardi should have been going straight from the get go. He is a big part of the reason why we're 1-6. You mean to tell me that we blew two games, two winnable games, with the Chargers and the Vikings? But because of Lombardi, he led us to a 1-6 record. Now, I don't know how this is going to help us against the Chiefs since we're going across the so-called pond, as we did with the DBN last year. I mean, the Chiefs, to me, they really don't have much. Ever since Jamal Charles went down, I mean, all they got on offense is Kelsey. I mean, but that's about it. Um, we're going against the checkdown king of the AFC West, Mr. Alex Smith. Um, I mean, they got a hell of a defense over there. They got Justin Houston. They got Tama Ali still. I mean, they had a hell of a defensive, front that could put pressure on Stafford. You know, uh, it really comes down to this offensive line. If we could hold Kansas City defense in check and really fatigue their defense, by putting pressure on Alex Smith, which I know we can, we have to keep Travis Kelsey off the field. Otherwise, it will be a close game. And y'all know with this ragtag coaching staff that we still have, um, it's gonna be a closer game, and then we may end up losing if we don't. I mean, we just gotta unleash the dogs on them. I know they got Eric Berry, but he just came back from having that situation with cancer. So I don't know which Eric Berry is gonna show up, to be honest with you. So I mean it's gonna be a tough game in the first half. I mean, but if we do what we're supposed to do, we could pull out. And I think Stafford have a decent outing. It's just that Ebron has to continue to run better routes, and he'll get open. Help Megatron out as any way he can. Um, as far as Levy goes, I think they should sit him for the rest of the season. I mean, that he's not really, he hasn't really shown that he's, viable. I think we should just shut him down. The whole Nada trade, I mean, it's starting to look foolish on us, and it backfired on our asses big time. I mean, other than schooling the youngins, I mean, he really ain't work. I mean, yeah, he had a couple of sacks against you know, Bridgewater, but I mean, let's be honest, where the fuck was he all season? So that's pretty much my thoughts on the Chiefs game. I still don't like Caldwell because it's a bullshit move to him to save his job. But Although I really don't have much faith in Mr. Cooter, you know, Caldwell's to me is he's still a dude that rides the coattails of Tony Dungy and Peyton Manning. I mean, has he really proven anything elsewhere? I mean, has he? I've yet to see it. Now on to my 2-0 Detroit Pistons. I like what I saw from Drummond. I mean, he's going to be a younger, fresher version of Dwight Howard, except for the quitter part. Like what I've seen from Reggie J, KCP. I love the fact that Stanley J is coming off that bench. But the most surprising player of all, Marcus Morris. I never thought that he's doing a better job than playing a three in the stretch four. He's doing a better job than Tolliver to me. So I don't get this whole Sawyer being a starter. I'm not comfortable with him being a starter. I mean, he's just a shooter. I mean, Marcus Morris could do more. I mean, they gotta put somebody else at the three spot. I want that guy to be Jody Meeks. I don't want Stanley J to, be a starter yet. Much as I love it, I don't want him to be a starter just yet. He needs experience coming off that bench, and grinding his way into the starting lineup. Much as I would want KCP into the three spot, I mean, Dinwiddie hasn't shown anything this preseason. I mean, he showed spurts. I mean, but I don't want it to be him. I'd rather for it to be Jody Meeks. And then you got Marcus Morris playing stretch four. And then you got Drummond, holding it down. Love to play all together. Shout out to LB. Shout out to Everything King and my nigga Man Beast. We all Pistons fans up in here. Not just Lions fans popping off at the mouth. But it's gonna be a tough ass test against the Bulls. I mean, they're right back into their playoff contending, stroll as they once were last year. I mean, they're a tough ass team. I mean, they got Jimmy Butler. There's a reason they brought him back the $95 million contract. There's a reason for it. Joakim Noah is gonna be Joakim Noah. Although they're gonna be a little bit loose offensively, and if we don't contain Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose, and then you got Joakim Noah gobbling all the rebounds. If he lose the rebound battle to Joakim Noah, they may win this game. But I'm gonna have more thoughts on that, on the Bulls Hate Night video that will be coming on Friday, man. I just want to spout my thoughts on this whole scenario with my Lions and Pistons, alright? It's your motherfucking boy, 313 Hitman, and I'm telling all you Chiefs fans, get ready to get barbecued. I'm out this sucker. One Pride Riders for life.